A very warm good afternoon to all of you. As we had told you earlier that the Cavalier Defense Academy is coming up with English live classes to help you clear your NDA and CDS examination. In the last class, I covered the topic noun and its parts. Now, we are going to do the second module. And topic is noun, the number. As we all know that there are only two numbers. One is singular and then there is plural. Singular, anything that is one. Plural, anything more than one. But there is one more classification. And that classification is countable noun and uncountable noun. Countable nouns वो होते हैं जिन्हें हम count कर सकते हैं. For example, this pen, desk, phone. So, countable nouns are the names of object, people that we can count. Countable nouns have a singular and plural both. For example, pen, pens, boy, boys, book, books. But there is another category, that is uncountable noun, which include names of objects that we can't count. So, there is only singular in it. Okay? They do not have plural form. It is important to remember. Okay? So, what are the examples of uncountable noun? Baggage, breakage, luggage, advice, furniture, information, poetry, work, machine, hair, abuse, evidence, employment, fuel. ये सभी वर्ड्स अनकाउंटेबल नाउन है और इनका कोई भी प्लूरल फॉर्म नहीं होता है. फर्स्ट थिंग. सेकेंड थिंग टू रिमेंबर इज हम कभी भी अनकाउंटेबल नाउन के साथ indefinite article नहीं यूज करते हैं. I mean, we never use article a or an with uncountable noun. And as we know, see, uncountable सिर्फ singular होता है, मतलब उसका कोई plural form नहीं है बेसिकली. तो अब उसको plural बनाने के लिए हमें कुछ तो denote करना होगा. So in order to denote uncountable noun as plural, we use the word much instead of many. Okay, let's see some examples now. First example is I love reading poetries of Keats. What is the error here? If I look at the sentence, just as I told you, uncountable noun not have plural form. So, it is going to be poetry, not poetry. Okay? Now, moving ahead, let's look at how do we form plural words. Okay? How do we form plural noun? So, the first method is just by adding s. So, boy becomes boys, desk become desks, pen become pens. Then there are certain words जो s, sh, h और x से end होते हैं. उन सभी words में we add s of just s. For example, glasses, matches, boxes, brushes. Okay. The second in which add es, the second type is when nouns are ending with o. For example, mangoes, cargoes. Alright, अब कुछ और noun भी होते हैं जो o से end होते हैं लेकिन उनके साथ जगह s लगता है. Photos, ratios, kilos. Okay. Next type is when we are adding ie. For example, baby becomes baby, story becomes stories, army becomes army. Next, when we are adding ves, S. So life becomes lives, wife becomes wives, and so on. Next is when there are certain words, just as I told you, जो F से end होते हैं, साथ हम VES लगाकर प्लूरल बना देते हैं. जैसे हमने देखा कुछ हमारे पास एक्सेप्शन से पहले O से एंड होते हुए कुछ ऐसे एक्सेप्शन हमारे पास F में भी आते हैं, जैसे टेप्स, hoops, bulbs, scarves, tips. ऑलराइट, अब एक और तरीका है के अंदर हम क्या करते हैं, वॉवल्स चेंज करते हैं. जैसे मैन बिकम मैन, फुट बिकम फीट, टूथ बिकम टीथ, माउस बिकम्स माइस. ओके, नेक्स्ट, बाय एडिंग en to nouns like ox, oxen. There was a question in NDA के अंदर ox es given था and that was the error. Child, children. अब कुछ और, this is important. There are certain nouns जो singular और plural के लिए same use, जिनके अंदर हम कोई भी change नहीं यूज करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सीरीज, स्पीशीज, apparatus, sheep, cattle, fish, deer, swine, aircraft, spacecraft. हम इन्हीं सभी वर्ड्स को जैसे ही ऐसे we are not going to change it in plural and then use. No, okay? These are the type of words जो singular और plural के लिए ऐसे ही यूज हो जाते हैं. जैसे if I have to say that sheep, okay, I won't say sheep are, sheep are. I would say sheep are. If I am even using for plural form, no matter I am using singular verb with it or plural verb with it, I am going to keep in mind one thing, that is इनको हम कभी भी plural नहीं करेंगे. Okay, next type of noun is the one जो दिखने में लगता है plural है but actually का मतलब singular denote. जैसे कुछ subjects के नाम, mathematics, physics, statistics, politics. बीमारियों के नाम, name of the diseases like measles, mumps, rickets. Okay, the third one is name of some games like tennis, athletics, billiards, innings. These are always singular in nature and I am going to use a singular verb with it. Okay, next is there are certain nouns which are always plural. सबसे पहले आता है जो हमारे पास pairs में, all those things that are available in pairs. For example, spectacles, binoculars, के अलावा tongs. सेकेंड होता है clothing के अंदर, जैसे trousers, covers, jeans, shorts, pajamas. Okay, up there are certain collective noun also which are always in name, and those collective noun are poultry, gentry, clergy, police, authority. All these words are always in name and they are going to have a plural verb. They are going to have a plural verb. Okay, अब कुछ हमारे पास इसी टाइप में तो हमें लगता है कि देख सिंगुलर है बट वो हमेशा प्लूरल होते हैं. इसी टाइप में हमारे पास कुछ कलेक्टिव नाउन भी आते हैं जैसे पोल्ट्री, जेंट्री, पुलिस, पीपल, क्लर्जी, मेजॉरिटी और भी बहुत सारे हैं जैसे एसेट्स, फायरमैन, राशंस, फेयर्स, प्रेमिसेस, टैंक्स, कैटल्स, orders, contents. There are two words. One is content, contents. This means satisfaction, and this content is about all the knowledge that is there in a book or any magazine. Okay, refreshments, riches, arms, proceeds, all these words are going to have a plural verb because they are plural in nature. Okay. Now another is compound noun. What is a compound noun first? Compound noun वो noun होता है जब हम बहुत सारे words को कर कोई भी एक noun बना दें. For example, look here. Sun, noun, then we are using a preposition, then we are using law, and if we combine it, what we are creating? Son-in-law, all together having a difference from the words that we have combined. So some examples are commander-in, son-in-law, maid-servant, stepdaughter. हम इन सभी कंपाउंड नाउन के केस में जो प्रिंसिपल वर्ड होता है उसको प्लूरल करते हैं. जैसे इधर कमांडर इन चीफ में कौन सा वर्ड हमारा प्रिंसिपल? कमांडर. So it is going to be commanders in. Next, sons-in-law. Next, maid-servant. Next, stepdaughter. Okay. एक और important part है which is जब भी हम किसी लेटर के बारे में, नंबर के बारे में बात. For example, there is a document, okay, and I have written and I say you tell me कि इसमें सबसे ज्यादा बार कौन सा नंबर रिपीट या ज्यादा नंबर में कौन सा लिखा हुआ है. So how would I write it? Going to write there are more twos. Now I have to write कि ज्यादा बार हो रहा है, तो I have to change it into plural. So how am I going to? I am going to add an apostrophe and then s. Whose? Okay, so whenever we are talking about numbers like this or letter, like any letter A or anything. For example, I have a word okay, and I say that there are 2 E's in cheese, 3 E's in cheese, sorry. Okay, so in this word, when I say 3 E's, so how would I write 3 E's? E, then, okay, this is how I am going. And this is going to be capital in cheese. All right, is this clear, everyone? Now, moving ahead. These are the some rules that are there for number. Let's recall them once again. Okay. सबसे पहले जो सबसे important चीज, that is what I'm going to do is कुछ noun जो plural और singular के लिए same रहते हैं. Cattle, apparatus, spacecraft, aircraft. Second, वो noun जो दिखते plural हैं but होते singular, जैसे names of subjects, mathematics, politics, economics. दूसरा name of diseases like mumps, okay, rickets. Third, name of games like tennis, cards, innings. All these are singular. Okay. Third category is nouns that are always okay. First of them are कोई चीज जो पेयर में अवेलेबल है, binoculars, songs, clothing, clothes जो हमारे पास कपड़े जो पेयर्स में होते, trousers, jeans, pants. Third is of the collective noun जैसे clergy, gentry, police, poultry, authority, minority. Third are other words जैसे rations, orders, refreshment, proceeds, assets, all these. Now, moving ahead, some more rules. Okay, whenever there is going to be one of, each of, either of, neither of, every of, तो इन सभी के बाद हम यूज प्लूरल नाउन और सिंगुलर वर्ब. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई से each of my, I have to write student, so it is going to be students, case of student, because plural noun. Okay, so students. Now I have to add a similar verb. So each of my students works hard. Okay. Now the second one. जब भी noun के बाद preposition और noun कहीं पर भी हो, यहाँ पर ये वाला और ये वाला noun, so it is always going to be there in. For example, I read page after page of this. Could not be pages after page. Going to be page after page. Okay. The third is whenever there is going to be a noun, it is adding quality to another noun. Okay. जब भी दो noun use हो रहे हैं और ये वाला noun को quality दे रहा है, मतलब कैसे act कर रहा है, it is acting as an adjective, so it is always going to, okay, no matter ये वाला noun singular है, plural है, that does not matter. तो पहला noun है वो हमेशा क्या होना चाहिए, singular होना चाहिए. For example, अगर मैं बोलूं I have many 100 rupees, तो 100 rupee, not rupee. Okay, next. 3-star hotel or 5-star hotel. Hotel is noun, star is always also noun. Won't be stars. No, it is going to be only star. Okay? Clear everyone? This rule is very important. Next is जब भी कोई भी plural noun है और वो कोई भी unit of measurement बता रहा है, amount, weight, quantity, तो उसके साथ हमेशा singular verb होगी. For example, 100 kilometers is a long distance run. So if I talk about 100 kilometers, actually a plural noun, लेकिन ये plural noun एक unit of measurement act कर रहा है. That is why is over here I am going to use a singular verb instead of a plural verb. All right. Now let's move ahead and do some questions. Okay. The first question is, orders has been issued for his transfer to another district, but he has not received them so far. In this, there are going to be 4 options. You have to tell कि error है. Okay. And let's see not just the error, but let's correct it also. Okay. The first sentence, order has been for his transfer to another district, but he has not received them so far. Right. The word order is, let's look at our slide back. Over here, the word orders. So orders is always plural, and over here it is written order. So it is wrong. It should be orders, and instead of has, have. Orders have been for his transfer. Okay, now let's look at it. Although she has studied English for almost a year, yet to learn the alphabet. There is no term like alphabet. It's always alphabet. Okay. Next, there are 2 scores of books which are lying unused in the library. 2 scores. It should be score of scores. Okay. Next, children are prone to making mischiefs if they have nothing to do. Over here, the word mischief, no word like mischief. Always. Okay. Next, are economically used and so they are reared in the hills. In this one, just as I told you, nouns होते हैं जो plural. So sheep, not sheep. Okay. Next, I have not gone through and so they are reared of its content. Not content, not satisfaction. Okay. Next, I shall not attend the think I have many. There's no term like many, right? It is just as I told. Let's look back into our slides. Okay, do you see the word here? Work is an uncountable noun. Okay, so अगर ये uncountable noun है तो हम इसके साथ क्या हम इसको plural form में use कर सकते हैं? No, we can't use the plural form, right? That is why instead of works होना चाहिए work. और यहाँ many की जगह हम क्या use करते हैं? Uncountable में much. Okay, that's the next. You should always be true to your words. Not words, but word. Okay, next. It is a pity that even 5 years old boys are engaged in the other's factory. Okay, let's look at this. 5 years old. There are nouns that are used, nouns qualifying another noun. So instead of years, ये होना चाहिए by noun दूसरे noun को qualify कर रहा है, just as it is qualifying, acting as an adjective, कैसे होगा as a singular noun. Okay, चलो next. I gave him 100 rupees for depositing. दोनों सेम टॉपिक से रिलेटेड. Okay, जैसे 200 rupees notes. Okay, so rupees is noun, notes is also noun, but this noun is quality noun. ये किसमें होना चाहिए? में. That is why P. What? Peas. Okay. Next. What my big advice was who are not sensible enough to with their own problem. Let's look at this. Okay. What is advice? Which noun is it? Countable noun or uncountable noun? It is an uncountable noun. Okay. So just as I told, with uncountable noun, never use article a n. I am going to, हम कभी भी use नहीं करेंगे uncountable. So it's not my business. Give an advice. A piece of advice हो सकता था, लेकिन an advice not possible. Okay. Next. She misplaced her spectacles and is now difficulty studying. Okay. As I told you, back again, there are some nouns that are always plural. Now, of the having two parts from sound of pair, those songs, those binoculars, spectacles. So, going to be spectacle, not spectacle. Okay. Now this question. Arabian Nights are a collection of this we did in the last class. Okay. Now I told you there is a group. Okay. But there are parts also. If I am referring to the collective noun as a unit, then have singular verb और फिर सिंगुलर ही प्रोनाउन यूज होना चाहिए. लेकिन अगर मैं पार्ट्स के बारे में बात कर अंदर है के अंदर जब हम ऐसे यूज करेंगे then I will use a plural verb and a plural pronoun. Now let's look. यहाँ पर मैं अरेबियन नाइट्स एक बुक है, एक स्टोरी बुक है, तो मैं उसको एज अ होल देख एज वन यूनिट तरह देख रही हूँ, राइट? दैट इज व्हाई अरेबियन बाद आर की जगह क्या आ जाएगा? अरेबियन नाइट इज अ कलेक्शन ऑफ वेरी ऑफ एडवेंचर. नाइट प्लूरल है, लेकिन आई एम गोइंग टू यूज दिस बिकॉज़ आई एम रेफरिंग टू इट एज a single unit. Okay, next. I hope to visit my uncle only next year during summer vacation. Now, what's the error? Let's look at this sentence. Summer vacation. I hope to visit is fine. My uncle only next year is fine. The error is for sure here. Okay. There is no term like vacation. Okay. No vacation. Vacation. Okay. Next. Ration has run out. The district magistrate has been. Okay. Let's go back and look at our slides. Over here, you see a word? Rations. Certain collective nouns. Like other like assets, environment, ration. So what is it? A noun are always going to be plural, right? So over here again, instead of ration होना चाहिए था ration. अब ये plural है. It is plural, then I am going to add as की जगह क्या हो जाना चाहिए? Have, right? Okay. Now, after these questions, there are some important words, some nouns का मतलब different हो जाता है. जैसे if I say the word good, अच्छा, but if I say, let's write it here. We'll write it here. Okay. If I say the word good, का मतलब होता है अच्छा, लेकिन अगर मैं बोलूं goods, का मतलब क्या होता है? मर्चेंडाइज, सामान हमारा, राइट? ऐसे ही फर्स्ट वर्ड इज कस्टम, का मतलब क्या होता है? ट्रेडिशंस, राइट? लेकिन अगर मैं बोलूं कस्टम्स, का मतलब क्या होता है? ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट, जो टैक्सेस और ये सभी चीज, राइट? ऐसे ही एक और वर्ड मैनर, मैनर्स. मैनर का मतलब क्या होता है? तरीका, वे, मेथड. लेकिन अगर मैं बोलूं मैनर्स, का मतलब होता है मेथड्स एंड योर एटिकेट, राइट? ऐसे ही एक और वर्ड है इंपॉर्टेंट, प्रैक्टिस. प्रैक्टिस. तो वर्ड प्रैक्टिस है, का मतलब क्या होगा? योर गुड हैबिट्स, हमारी आदतें हैं, और दूसरी कोई भी प्रोफेशनल प्रैक्टिस, प्रैक्टिस ऐसे. तो वर्ड प्रैक्टिस का मतलब तो होगा सिर्फ हैबिट्स, राइट? तो दीज आर सम इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड्स का मतलब वेरी करता है, राइट? ऐसे में देयर इज वन मोर वर्ड, पाउडर. मतलब होता है डस्ट पार्टिकल्स, राइट? लेकिन अगर मैं बोलूं पाउडर्स, तो उसका मतलब होगा मेडिसिन, राइट? दीज आर सम इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड. तो देखा गया है एनडीए में और सीडी में गए हैं, राइट? चलो, लेट्स मूव अहेड. Let's look at what we did today. Okay, noun, the number case, countable and uncountable. Countable which count, uncountable that can't be count. के साथ हम article use करते हैं, और ये कभी plural form में भी नहीं, और इनको plural दिखाने के लिए हम use करते हैं term much instead of many. Next, हम कैसे plurals form करते हैं? s लगाकर उन सभी वर्ड्स पर जो एस, एस एच से एंड कर रहे हैं, ओ से एंड कर रहे हैं. एक्सेप्शन सिर्फ एस लगता है और ई है. कुछ वर्ड्स होते हैं जिसमें हम आई ई एस कर देते हैं, वर्ड्स में हम कर देते हैं. देयर आर सम वर्ड्स जिसके अंदर हमें वॉवल ही चेंज करना पड़ता है, एंड देयर आर सम जिसके ऐड ई एन एंड ऑल दीज. देन देयर आर नाउन्स दैट आर सिंगल that for singular that are used for singular and plural alike. Examples. Then there are noun जो लगते singular हैं but होते plural हैं. These are some examples. Next is this noun होते ही plural हैं no matter what. Okay. These are certain examples of it. Compound noun के अंदर हम हमेशा principal word को change करते हैं. Then हम single letter या फिर number को कैसे plural में change करते हैं. Then some more rules. The first rule is property of pronoun only says अगर हम कहीं पर भी one of, each of, every of, neither of, either of use तो उसके बाद हम क्या यूज करेंगे प्लूरल नाउन सिंगुलर वर्ब. द सेकेंड रूल इज अगर कहीं पर भी नाउन प्रेपोजिशन और नाउन यूज नाउन और दूसरा नाउन तो हम हमेशा क्या हो जाएंगे सिंगुलर हो जाएंगे. ओके. नेक्स्ट जब भी कोई भी एक नाउन दूसरे नाउन को क्वालिटी देता होगा तो फर्स्ट नाउन हमेशा क्या होना चाहिए सिंगुलर होना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट जब भी कोई भी प्लूरल नाउन यूनिट ऑफ मेजरमेंट की तरह काम करता है देन ऑल्सो takes a singular verb only. Okay, these are some practice questions that we did. All right, so that is all for today, everyone. I tried to discuss the topic comprehensively and did some questions also. If you like this video, please share this and subscribe it amongst your friends.